to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Aries in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching. For an Aries, few things to keep in mind, Aries Nation, while listening to this reading. Keep in mind that this reading is general. So this automatically will mean that not every single detail may resonate exactly to your situation. Instead, Aries Nation, take what resonates and leave the rest. Whatever is not a match to your story may have been intended for someone else to hear. It may have been their message. So keep that in the back of your mind. Also, Aries Nation, even though you hear me calling this a 7-day forecast, it's already a given that not every single thing happens at the exact same time for everyone. So it may be important for you to give this reading an opportunity to play out. Above all else, Aries Nation, please don't make any rash decisions or jump to any type of conclusions based solely on a general reading. Now, if you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensions.com. One last thing, Aries Nation. This reading will guarantee discuss some sensitive topics. If you'd rather not go into that type of thing, then I recommend that you just go ahead and click off the video. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to roll with me, Aries Nation, let's get into these channeled messages. Now, if you would like to bypass this part of the video and go straight to the reading, the timestamp for where the reading begins can be found below. Let's dive right in. All right, Aries Nation, channeled messages begin now. They cut me off. The name Leonard. You should hire an attorney for this. Your car is recognizable. It was a homicide/robbery. Home delay. I don't know, something could be delaying you from getting home, delaying you from traveling. Maybe some of you are purchasing a home. There might be a delay. Maybe that's what that means. They will buy this in cash. The name Michael. Get out of Dodge. You are being tracked. They have a firearm. Homeowner in California. Be careful in this parking lot. 18-wheeler. Also picking up the song Leave Me Alone by Michael Jackson. So maybe there is somebody that's just harassing you, or there's somebody that you wish would leave you alone. There might be a lot of gossip. And there's a line in the song where he says, I gave you, time after time, I gave you all of my money. Somebody, you might be giving somebody money, Aries, or vice versa. Just stop dogging me around. Maybe you feel like somebody is dogging you around. The song is talking about tabloids, harassment, this type of thing. Road rage. That's another song I was getting. A song by Ludacris. Move, get out the way. Maybe there's somebody that you feel is in your way. Or like I said, this has something to do with road rage. Maybe you feel like there's just people standing in your way in some type of, in some area of your life. Elizabeth Taylor. License renewal. Plan B. And this could be talking about the contraception. Well, maybe you got pregnant unexpectedly. Maybe you might be thinking about getting the plan B, or maybe this is like a change in plans. Something might have you going to your plan B. Backpack. Dora the Explorer. I don't know, somebody might have a bob, a Dora the Explorer bob. Maybe somebody wears a backpack. A backpack could be significant in some type of way. I know she carries a map in her backpack. Or maybe, I don't know, you're watching a lot of children's shows. Schedule C. SC could be initials. It could stand for South Carolina, Westwood, and jaywalking. They play guitar, Aries. Somebody in your life, maybe you. Holy Spirit, show me what you have for the Aries Nation. Aries, some of you are dealing with a Pisces, or you are on the Aries-Pisces cusp. Something here about patterns, okay? It's going to be significant in some form or fashion with something that you're dealing with. This might have something to do with something that you did in a past life. something comes up. It feels like you got 2 10s here, Aries, and then you have renewal, which is a double 10, as if there has been something that you completed in a past life or that you were meant to complete, but maybe something didn't get completed because of some type of pattern that was hindering you from moving forward. And so I feel like maybe you've gotten an opportunity to come back to redo something. And I think that this time, in this lifetime, that you're repeating, if you believe in that sort of thing. If not, disregard. But I do feel like part of your lesson was to learn from past mistakes and to be able to move forward. And I think it may have a lot to do with your gift. Maybe some of you have Taurus in your chart. Maybe some of you have Virgo. Like, I'm picking up strong earth energy towards Virgo or Capricorn. Maybe your past life was to be a teacher. You were meant to instruct people on some level, but I think that there is part of you that may not really 100% have confidence in your gift, Aries. And I think that that's a part of your purpose. Because whatever you did last time, your guides are really advising you to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. So whatever this pattern was, Aries Nation, like I said, this lifetime, it seems like your mission is to break free from that. And to understand that all you desire is achievable. And I think that that might be something that might be, I don't know, kind of clogging your energy this week. I think your guides are trying to get you to see that you have the power to weave your own destiny. And it just seems like you may not see that at this juncture where you are. Or maybe you didn't in the past. Whatever the case is. I think that's something that's about to change. I want to put this out there before I forget. Some of you may be in school for your masters. Some of you could be taking a math class, philosophy class. I think one of the patterns that your guide, since we are talking about patterns, Aries. Somebody have a gambling addiction, Aries. I don't know, some of you might be going to Vegas, to Reno, or to any type of random casino. I don't know. Somebody has an addiction to this type of thing, gambling. I think somebody is kind of coming off as aloof these days. Maybe there is somebody that you would like to talk to, Aries, but maybe you're feeling a bit confused at the time about maybe how to get this started. Because it does look like detoxification. I feel like this is the case because some of you could be dealing with someone who is addicted. But I think that maybe you feel like this individual in particular is toxic. And maybe right now you're kind of laying, like sitting back and taking a break from this person. They might see you as aloof. Somebody is still holding on to you, or somebody is still holding on to some disrespect that was said. And so maybe right now or maybe lately you guys have not been talking because maybe there was an interaction in the past that maybe led to a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, and maybe you feel like things are still unresolved between you and this person. Somebody feels led to come back to you to fix their karma, to right their wrongs, and it would be this King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Speaking of that, because air, and you got the Emperor. That would be you, Aries. Or some of you could, this could be an Aries on Aries relationship. You and an air sign. Could be your brother, your uncle, your man. This could be a same-sex couple. Could be whomever. I did mention father and child. That's what I feel. I feel like you have a strained relationship here. There's been conflict between the two of you in the past. Leo. Is this Leo? Yeah, Leo ascendant. Aquarius ascendant. So yeah, you have this with this. Individual, yep, sun sign Aquarius. So Aries, this could no doubt be an Aquarius. It could be a Libra or Gemini. But Aqua is the featured highlighted air sign in your reading, as well as Leo and your own energy. Moon sign Cancer. So your moon sign can be Cancer, or this could be talking about someone that's coming into your energy. Mars, which would be your own energy, and Scorpio cusp. Okay, so maybe you are on the Taurus, Gemini. No, Aries, Taurus. I keep getting Gemini every single time. So I think this might be a Gemini. For Aries, I always get Gemini. But cusp, I think you're Taurus, Aries cusp, or your Pisces, Aries cusp. For some of you, this is somebody that is a family member or somebody that lives in your household. I don't know if you're having some type of a family gathering, family get-together. It just kind of looks like that, Aries. Maybe you're going to visit family. There's some type of get-together. It might be coming up. Somebody might be coming home. You might be traveling to go home. It just seems like there's something about your living environment that is undergoing some type of a change. You could be traveling. It seems like you might be visiting somebody, or somebody might be coming to visit you, Aries. It could be a friend. Who is this? Somebody who raised you. Maybe this is your grandmother. She's got a photo album. Something might be bringing you back down memory lane. That's what I mean. I think you're going to visit somebody. I just do. Or somebody is coming to visit you. Somebody that you don't see eye to eye with. You don't speak well with this person without things breaking out into conflict. There's been some greediness that has been involved in this situation. And I think that right now you've set a boundary with someone. And I think that maybe you've been angry with yourself, or you're angry with someone. And I think this has been going on for a very long time. There's someone, Aries Nation, you have the Death card, there's your Scorpio. You might have blocked a Scorpio, or there's a Scorpio that maybe has been trying to get in contact with you, would like to, okay? It just seems like somebody's indecisive. They're not sure. I think somebody would like to reach a turning point with you, or to maybe find middle ground with you. And maybe that's been the challenge in the past, is maybe you guys haven't been able to see eye to eye on certain things. I think this is you moving away from a difficult situation. I did talk to you about moving. Some of you could be considering moving, because right after that, it looks like you're adapting to a new situation. This could be a situation where you're moving away from your child's father. And maybe this is you becoming a single parent, and this is the new situation that you're adapting to. And maybe you're having to find a middle ground with someone that you co-parent with. Some of you might be dealing with someone who is affiliated with the military, or someone could be a bit of an athlete. Maybe somebody works out a lot. Aries. I'm hearing martial arts and track. Perhaps this is you, Aries, or cross-watcher. I think this is the issue. This is the reason that you're moving away from a difficult situation. You're moving away from home. You're moving away from something or someone in particular, because maybe you're tired of coming to the rescue for someone. And yeah, there's a new situation. You're moving away from something. Something has been very difficult for you. You're putting up boundaries. You definitely have a wall up. Or at least someone feels this way, Aries, whether or not this is the truth, or this is like a false perception that they have of you. And when I usually do your reading, it's not usually a false perception. It's just facts. It's usually because you've been hurt a lot, Aries, and if you see me looking away, it's because I'm looking for a particular deck, which I have located. Let's see. Wow, a difficult path is being revealed. What is this? Adapt to a new situation. Move away from it. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. So maybe this is you. Maybe you feel like this has been a difficult path that you've gone through in your life. Or maybe you feel like you've chosen this. Now this could definitely be you. This could be someone coming to your rescue, because I definitely see, like I said, somebody that has some type of an addiction. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. See this? Pisces. Some of you are Pisces, Aries cusp. Something this week, Aries, or within the next 7 days, or possibly in the recent past, something has caused you to feel very emotional. Caused you to maybe curl up like a ball, Aries. It could be the memory of this person. I don't exactly know what's going on. It just seems like you're upset with somebody. Or you're upset with yourself. Maybe you were not aware that someone's actions would affect you, or that your actions would affect them so deeply. So it looks like the difficulty is that maybe there's been a lot of tension, arguments, some stress at home or around this person. And maybe you feel like this person is dishonest. They don't want to take accountability. And if this is a romantic situation, I think that maybe you're feeling that somebody is now losing interest in you lately. And I think somebody, I mentioned addiction several times. I think this is somebody with a cheating addiction, to be honest with you. And I do feel like somebody has loose ties with an ex, possibly a baby mama. And I think that, I don't know, I just kind of sense that, let me confirm this through the cards. I think currently maybe you guys are taking a break to kind of figure things out. With someone in particular, you've been fussing, you've been fighting. It seems like there's been some outside people that might be causing an issue inside this connection as well. What's the current situation? Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely family. You're having tensions with a family member. You're having tension within your household. I think this is you wanting to move. Yeah, it seems like there's another woman or someone else in the picture that is creating a problem. And this is the reason for the crossroads. It seems like, yeah, see, this says extra woman. So that's what I feel like this is. Somebody extra, a third person, a third wheel, who could be a family member that could be chiming in on your situation, could be creating some type of divide or crossroads here within your relationship. And so this week, Aries Nation, or in the recent past, I feel like maybe you've decided to walk away because I think something has hurt you very much. I think you've stopped talking to someone. And I think it's been a while for some of you since you heard from someone, Aries Nation. Some of you it's been months, others of you it's been years. And I think if this is you singles, you're dating somebody, you're talking to someone. They just kind of disappear off the radar. It's because there's a third person here. And it just seems like somebody's been leading you on. And this is the week that I feel like you're going to see the truth about this, Aries. Let me say this before I forget. The name April or the month of April could hold some type of significance. If I'm reading for Aries, maybe you're born in April. Maybe that's your, yeah, I definitely feel like you're like Aries, Taurus. Oh, man, is that the family gathering? Maybe it's your birthday, Aries. Somebody might be getting in contact with you by your birthday. So we're in February right now. Yeah, you might hear from somebody. I know this is a reading, maybe for some of you, there's a delay. I did say the next 7 days. For some of you, somebody, well, let's keep in mind. Let's backtrack here. Let me make it very clear. Someone is at a crossroads. I don't think that someone has a made-up mind about whether or not they should initiate a conversation with you. I do, though, feel like somebody would like harmony with you. harmony within the family. They would like to bring something together. Like I said, some type of family togetherness, family get together. Something brings you guys together, it seems like. Some type of an event. And now that I'm mentioning the month of April, I feel like it could be your birthday. Or maybe you're dealing with an Aries. And you're cross-watching for an Aries. You know, you get what I mean. It seems like it's a birthday that brings you guys back together. And I feel like currently there is silence between the two of you. Something might change. But the thing is that I don't really like how this person is coming into the reading, because it seems as if they're coming in being kind of deceptive about something. Or this is you. This is just you. You feel like they're up to something. Now, for others of you, I feel like you may have found out maybe online. Maybe you found out online that somebody moved on, Aries. A cross-watcher. They may have found out about you. Because definitely, let's make it clear. If you're posting pictures, or if you're very active on your socials, there's somebody that is, they just want answers. Because they feel like you won't talk to them. Or they feel like you have duped them in some type of way. You've been dishonest. And so I think someone is going to look for answers for themselves. And that could have been what they found out, is that you moved on. Somebody's definitely immature, not serious about a relationship. The ghoster. This is what I mean. Singles, if they stop calling you, they drop off the radar all of a sudden, it's because they're in a relationship. Or they're trying to, you know what I mean, front like they're in a relationship, but they're really mentally single. But what I do feel is hidden in your situation that you may not see is I definitely see that somebody might be asking for naked pictures. Somebody's avoiding a true committed relationship. And I definitely feel like you've got somebody that's laying on the tactics, because it just looks like somebody's just looking for sex and one night stands. They're not looking for, you know, like a serious relationship. And also for some of you, this is a work situation. There's definitely some type of like sexual misconduct going on at work, sexual harassment, this type of thing. Somebody could be a DJ, possibly. Random side note. Somebody could be in sales. Okay, so I guess we're going to get to that, because I definitely see something going on with your career. But let's see. Let's see what their next moves might be, Aries. Because I think somebody is in this third party detaching and realizing that maybe it is best that they move on and not hold on to this situation. I think somebody has seen the light about things. They've seen the truth. And I think somebody's deciding to cut ties. You know, you got the death card here. So something is obviously coming to an end, or it has. And maybe somebody has decided to block the other one. Now, I think somebody has lost touch with you, Aries, or cross-watcher, and I think somebody's really thinking about you. Now, they don't want to be committed. Let's make that very clear when they come back into the situation, but I do feel like somebody wants to see you. And I think that somebody may have had a reality check. That could have been what this addiction came from. Somebody could have gotten deeper into an addiction, you know, as a result of maybe having to get over you. But make no mistake about it, this person is still a player. This person is coming back into your energy. They haven't really changed. They're still kind of playing the field. But they are looking to their friends, maybe talking to their friends, maybe trying to get some advice about maybe how to get you to open up to them, or how they can kind of break the ice with you again, Aries Nation, a cross-watcher. Yeah, I think something brought you to your breaking point, and I think that somebody is controlling and a bit possessive, you might feel, or this might have been something that they mentioned to you. Or this could be, I don't know, maybe you're doing some soul searching. Maybe this is something that you are realizing about yourself since you're detoxing from this, or like I said, some of you are detoxing from the trauma, the fighting. You just don't want that anymore. But I definitely feel that something that was said out of somebody's mouth, they may have said it in anger, but they may not have really meant it. And I think somebody is dealing with a lot of regret. And I'm just trying to see, bear with me, Aries Nation. Are they going to come and say something to you? Oh, I think they're too in their head right now. They think that you're just kind of clinging to the past. That you won't let the past go. And, yeah. I think somebody does want to come and talk to you. And I do see a reconciliation. There's some type of a reunion. There's something that brings you and this person back together. I did mention a birthday. It could be children. I did say that maybe some of you have moved on. You're becoming single parents. This could be your baby's dad. Your own father could be coming back to talk to you, communicate with you, or a family member, whomever this is. Somebody would like to talk to you. Aries Nation, I just don't see why. Well, I do see part of the reason why. It's difficult talking to this person. A message is trying to reach you. And this is what I feel, that someone has tried to get in touch with you. Spirit wishes to find and touch you. If this is not this person trying to get in touch with you, it is. But you have a wall around your heart. Or this is the issue. I did say somebody comes across distant, aloof. This would be why. So this is what I mean, Aries. I think that someone is trying to reach you. Or in some instances, this is the universe trying to reach out to you to get you to maybe, I don't know, make things right, clear your karma. What is the universe? Oh, we talked about patterns. And we talked about breaking free from those patterns. Let's make it clear, Holy Spirit. What is the pattern? What pattern needs to be broken? What is the issue? They want you to slow down and be aware of your senses. I don't know. I get that. I'm kind of feeling that maybe you're numbing yourself through some type of an addiction. There's some type of a void here. I really am trying to understand, like, what is it that has you feeling like this? It just seems like you've been wounded emotionally. I think one of the biggest lessons here is self-love. But I feel like there's just a lot of self-punishment here. Aries Nation, I feel like you got something else to say, Spirit guys. I think you're really going through something, Aries Nation. Okay, Holy Spirit, show me what else you have for Aries Nation. Maybe this is a partnership for the new age. It is time to welcome it. I think somebody does want to reconcile with you, Aries. I think somebody would like to be with you again. This is a romantic situation. I do feel like someone would like to reconnect with you on a romantic level. If this is you and your partner, for some of you, there's an outsider that is running their mouth about the relationship, or they're going to vent to someone about your relationship, and that might be getting in the way. Now, if this is a family member, then this could, or a friend. It seems like there's somebody in your life, Aries Nation, that you wish would do better. You want to see them do better. And maybe they're at a point in their life where they're not ready. They continue to repeat the same patterns. It could be in their dating world, or it could just be period. It seems like there's something, Aries Nation, that you are meant to master in this lifetime, is to break some type of pattern. It could be a generational pattern. It could be something that you learned in your upbringing. It could be that. Holy Spirit, can you be more specific about what this pattern is? It seems like it is this addiction. Somebody is in and out of an addiction. Okay. The pattern, we talked about that. The need to be right. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Somebody is definitely holding on to the need to be right. They don't want to be wrong, and so they're holding on to that with everything. And it's creating a challenge. It's keeping you guys from breaking through, getting some type of breakthrough, breaking through some type of barrier that's blocking your relationship. But I definitely feel like there could be talk of a divorce, or some of you, there's a third party that's waiting for someone to get a divorce or to move on, to leave somebody, to be with them. There's a third party that's waiting. Okay, for in some situations, it'll just depend on where you are in this whole third party situation. So I think somebody would like to reach out to you, Aries Nation. I think in some cases you are their true love. Could be a Gemini, the Lovers, past lives, confirmation, what I talked about at the top of the reading. This may be someone that you met in a past life, and it could be these patterns that are keeping you guys apart, possibly even in a past life. I think somebody would like to start over. I do see that. I do see somebody would like to travel. This might entail some type of traveling like we talked about. I think if somebody can develop that courage to say what they really need to say to you, Aries, that might be what changes this situation. But what's really catching my eye is you're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Take a new direction and be open to new experiences. And I think this is once again having to do with patterns. There's a new experience that your guys are trying to break you away from. They're saying do things differently this time. Aries Nation, there's guys are saying in some area of your life it's time to do it differently. We talked about past lives and there being something that is repeated again and again. And something is bringing you back this time to master it. It could be your relationships with people from your soul family, but it could no doubt, again, like we talked about at the top of the reading, have everything to do with your purpose. So I guess that's where we're taking a deep dive. All right, Holy Spirit, where are you taking me? What's going on with the Aries Nation? Yeah, see, there's definitely been a lot of shouting. I don't know. They're taking me here, there, and everywhere. I guess we were talking about your purpose. I guess they're taking me back to your childhood. Youth and shouting. Is this the generational pattern? Is this the pattern they want you to break? I promise you, somebody around you is intoxicated. Your mom, your dad. You may have grown up in a very volatile type of environment. And maybe there's been some issues. It could have been amongst your siblings if it wasn't your mother and father. But it just seems like somebody in your life left, Aries Nation, and there might be a part of you that's just a bit angry about the fact that maybe you feel abandoned on some level. And this might be something that this relationship is triggered. Or it could be triggering something within someone else. Or we talked about children in this reading. And so maybe this is something that's going on. I did mention you becoming a single parent. You could have grown up in a single parent household. Maybe you were raised by your grandparents, grandmother. Maybe you moved around from home to home as a child. I don't know. If this is not you as a child, then this may be a child around you that feels abandoned and may feel like maybe their parent did not love them. So I will say that there's a kid here that's very angry. and may have felt sheltered from the real world and is coming to see that the world can be a tough place to live. And maybe they feel directionless, or that, you know, you kind of left them here to kind of figure out life. And I think right now there's a child, or this is your inner child that's coming out this week that has you curled up like a ball. Maybe this week you feel like you don't know what direction to go in life. Or this is a child. Because it definitely feels like there's an outsider that put a hole in your family. You as a kid. Or this is something that a child is witnessing. There is intoxication involved. It just seems like there's a child that might be really scared about what might really be going on and about who somebody is becoming in this situation. So I guess once again, children, youth is going to play a significant role in something that you're dealing with this week. Even, let's say, if you do not have children, think outside the box. This could be your siblings, your nieces, nephews, or maybe this is you. Maybe you feel called to work with the youth. I don't know. But back to this whole yeah, you might have a kid that you might feel is completely out of line. They don't want to listen. So maybe you might be having issues with your kids. This is what I mean. This could be like a complete misunderstanding. You might want to have a heart-to-heart with your child. Okay? Because there's a kid here that may feel misunderstood or may feel kind of judged in this situation. Okay. I guess we're talking about that. Talking about children. Somebody might feel that you hid who you really were. See, the person that they saw in the beginning is not who they feel like. Again, they feel duped in some type of way. I left you before you could leave me. See, this is what I mean. Abandonment. This could be that maybe there is a parent that did leave, and then the parent just kind of shows up and kind of like orders them around. You know what I mean? But they've not really been there. And this might be a parent that's absentee. Somebody might be absent from your life, Aries or cross-watcher, because maybe their life is not together as it seems. Somebody might try to make it seem as though they know all the answers. Meanwhile, it seems like somebody does not really know how to show their emotions. They come across as a machine. I don't know. There's just something that's going on. I don't know if I'm really able to pinpoint it, but I do feel like Aries Nation, something is really going on within your household, but definitely with your inner child, or this is a child around you. Somebody has put space, and I think somebody would like to bridge the gap. Random side note, I think your ears could be ringing. I definitely feel like some of you might be having headaches. Random again, I feel like you might be having issues with your circulation. And I do feel like some of you might be dealing with somebody that has arm tats. Okay, somebody's tatted up. But I'm also feeling like somebody has shoots up. I don't know where I'm getting this. But now I'm hearing this song called Day and Night by Kid Cudi. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. Something is going on at night, Aries. I don't know what this is. But random side note. Maybe somebody's coming to visit you at night. What are we talking about? We were talking about your purpose. Now let's see. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. Okay. Now we talked about this. Saying that there is a message coming to you, and saying that this is the universe, or this is your spirit guides trying to give you some type of a lesson, Aries Nation. And I think that in some area of your life, there's a relationship that has, this is exactly what I'm seeing. You have somebody that passed, Aries. that's really watching over you. A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over every dark doorway. I definitely feel like there's an awakening that's happening. I think there's one that you've gone through. And I think there's another one that's getting ready to happen. And maybe you feel like you've been down on your luck, Aries. It just seems like something about your luck is about to change for the better. I'm going to see what that is. Because again, I'm trying to dive. Okay, I think we see it. Here is your purpose. Your purpose is to be a blessing to other people. And I think this is you, Aries, on some level. I definitely feel like you have been chosen to do so. But I think that it's your level of confidence that is, or it's some type of a pattern. I think this was your mission in a past life. And I think it is as well in this life. I think you are meant to be a blessed healer. I think you're someone that has a level of deep empathy and understanding. I think you are meant to be someone that follows his or her own intuition. And I think this like your spirit guides are trying to get you to surrender, to let go of something. I don't know what this is. I just sincerely hear surrender and let go. What are we letting go of? Holy Spirit, cut the cords. And beneath that is spiritual growth. Both of these turned over together. So I feel like there's something that you're meant to cut the cords from. Forgiveness and understanding. It might be the past. No, what am I trying to say? Something that you're trying to cut the cords from has been established. We've been talking about this for the longest time. It's some type of a pattern. And this is what your guides are saying is blocking you on some level. It's some type of a pattern. So at some level, it's like your guides are saying cut the cords. In some instances, it's, inner child healing. Maybe it's to cut the cords to this pain. And the way that you viewed something as a child, the way that you're seeing these things, experiencing these or replaying these past traumas in your head, this is what is creating some type of pattern or some type of blockage here. And this is why your guides are telling you that Aries is genuinely time to heal from something that is basically has you in bondage. I think this is going to mean something different for everyone listening. Random. Somebody in jail, Aries. Now in the channeled messages, I did say you would need an attorney for this. You will need to hire an attorney for this, is what I said in the channeled messages. I think this is justice. This is the justice system, but I definitely feel like this has something to do with, like I said, your guides trying to bring something to justice, some type of pattern here. It seems like there is karma that needs to be corrected. But yes, I do feel like there could be somebody that is in jail. Could be somebody that is in jail that is talking to you. Aries. Goodness. Somebody doing time. Patterns. Why does this look like jail cells too? And I didn't even notice there's a child here. Oh, you could be worried that maybe your children might follow the same pattern as you, or maybe you're concerned that your child, somebody's a part of this system. Juvenile, juvie. I don't know what this is. Maybe this is you feeling like, once again, this is the pattern that you're constantly rescuing somebody, coming to somebody's aid. And maybe you feel like they just continue to do the same thing over and over again. And maybe that's what just has you feeling tired of the whole situation. I don't know, Aries. Like I said, bear with me. I'm really trying my best to figure out what's going on in your reading. So you are meant to be a blessing to other people. It just seems like your guides are trying to get you to, they're trying to pull out some old energy, Aries Nation. And for some reason, it just feels like this has something to do with being honest with someone and communicating, breaking the ice with somebody. Or like I said, this is your guides trying to give you some type of download. They're trying to communicate with you. And maybe this is you as the blessed healer. Maybe you are meant to be a communicator. For some of you, it just seems like maybe you're a bit confused about your calling, or you're not sure about how to get things started. It seems like career-wise or calling-wise, maybe you might feel like you're at a crossroads. Some of you are bullied. I definitely see that. You feel different. You feel like you stand out in some type of way. Some of you have a pet, random side note. You're going somewhere. I definitely see that. And I definitely see somebody watching you. Yeah, that's what I mean. Isolating yourself. This is you. You feel different. Aries, maybe as a kid you felt laughed at. You felt like the outsider. You felt like the black sheep. Misunderstood. This is what I mean. This is what your guides are calling you out of. You have a wall around your heart. You're very guarded with people that are around you. And I just think that this is definitely a week where your guides are trying to get you to ground your energy. Because to be honest, Aries Nation, it just seems like your energy is kind of all over the place. Or that it has been lately. And so I just think something about that situation, about your inner child, is definitely going to require some work. With that, Aries Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If this reading was helpful to you, Aries Nation, and you're not already subscribed to my channel, consider subbing. If you do decide to sub, Aries Nation, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a video for a sign that maybe you're cross-watching for, and it'll alert you whenever I go live. Thank you once again, Aries Nation, for tuning in and spending this time with me this week. Have a blessed, peaceful week, Aries Nation. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace out, Aries Nation.